this morning I'm going to be controlling grey squirrels. I haven't shot here for a little while. Trail camera is showing there's quite a bit of action, so I'm going to get into my hide and I think we're going to be on for a really decent morning. After making quite a bit of noise getting into my hide, I'm now settled down and it's taken around 25 minutes for the first squirrel to appear. Usually on this feeder, squirrels appear from directly in front of me. They run up the hill so I don't see them coming in. However, this one has come in from the left, so I'm getting myself ready. I'm hoping that this squirrel will actually go straight onto the feeder. It is taking its time actually getting there, and seeing as it's gone underneath the feeder, that tells me it doesn't quite know how it works. But we'll just sit back and see how we get on, and see if we get an opportunity to take a shot. It may have took its time, but we did get there in the end. Eventually found itself onto the feeder. Lined up on that shot and I took it. That's one down, nice clean kill. And now on to number 2. Hopefully this squirrel is going to be a little bit quicker than the previous squirrel. It is still very early morning. It hasn't gone directly onto the feeder, but we're certainly in that vicinity. And like I always say with squirrels, just got to sit there and wait. So now this is starting to look a little bit more promising. I think I shot that one right in the eye hole. But it's 2 down, and they are taking their time coming to the feeder. I hope, as the morning goes on, that they're going to be a bit more direct, because I'm really having to be patient here. But I'm sure we'll find out as the morning progresses. Fortunately, I think that third squirrel was a bit more direct. Hopefully now the squirrels might start coming in a little bit quicker, because they really are taking their time coming in. But it seems like they know how the feeder works, and possible number 4 has come straight in. This is looking more promising. Four down, and all 4 have been taken off the feeder. I haven't had to take any shots from a tree or anywhere else. They've all come straight into the feeder, even if they don't know how it works. But that is a good sign. And with this squirrel here, I can't even see if this squirrel is coming in because it's on a hill. So a lot of the time they catch me by surprise. It is having a bit of a nervous look at the ground because there is a few bodies now starting to pile up. But after shooting squirrels for many years now, breakfast generally takes over, and that's more important. That's 5 squirrels down, and I've had this rifle for many years now and it's still shooting absolutely perfect. No problems with the shots this morning at this moment. After the 5th one, I had to wait another 25 minutes before seeing the next squirrel, and as this one comes in, it's not too keen on the bodies which are on the ground, but like I've said before, breakfast is always more important than your dead comrades. So just a few seconds on inspection and we'll head on up towards that feeder. Hopefully this one will be quite direct as well, and then we'll take our shot if it presents itself. So yeah, really good morning at the moment. We've had quite a few, we've taken a few off the feeder. So yeah, let's see how many more we can get. We seem to be a little bit more direct now. Squirrels are coming straight in. This one came from the top of the tree. First one that I've seen this morning coming from the top of the tree. Usually when they come from that direction, they know exactly how the feeder works. So right now I don't seem to have any issue knowing that this squirrel is going to come in and get into position. Just got to bide my time like I usually do and wait for it to get a peanut. Today I'm using my AirArms S510 in 177 sub 12. On top I have a AirGun 3 to 12. I'm using QYS 8.48 grain pellets, and I'm also using a Manbilly saddle clamp. All the information is in the video description below. Having seen several squirrels run past me, I saw my opportunity with that one, which was sat in a tree. Used the LRF on board my AirGun and managed to take it cleanly. But now we're back to normal business. Squirrels coming in direct, up the branch onto the feeder, giving me a more easy opportunity to take another squirrel down. Five minutes after that one, this one appeared in a position I've never seen a squirrel go before. But if you're still enough, I'm taking that opportunity. I waited about 10 minutes, and then at this point I decided that I'll just go stretch my legs, go and clear all the dead squirrels which are now accumulating on the ground, because this could start causing a problem, and it gets to a point where they might start getting a little bit too agitated and a little bit too nervous. But it's a good excuse to just stretch my legs and then get back into my hide and see how long it takes before another squirrel comes in. Just collected those 10, and what I've done is I've put a few peanuts just on top of the feeder, because some of the squirrels that have come in don't really know how to use it just yet, so I don't want them running away, because I've actually had 2 or 3 which have done that this morning. So when they do come in, they've actually got something there to feed on and for me to take a shot. It's actually a good time to change my magazine, because in a 177 on my Air Arms S510 it only holds 10 rounds. So I've swapped the magazine out, and this time I had to wait quite a lot longer. This was about an hour after getting back into my hide and collecting those dead bodies. But I was confident we were going to see more than just this one. But with peanuts now exposed on top of the feeder, it's a lot easier for them to grab a peanut. But not everything goes to plan. It may not have picked up a peanut from the feeder that I've just laid out, but it held still long enough on the side of the tree, and I was quite happy to take that shot. And that's 11 down. We're into double figures easily, but the morning's still going on and squirrels are still coming in. That's the most direct squirrel of the morning. There was no time wasted, straight into that feeder. I wasn't quite ready, but it settled really quick, and I decided to take my chance. And I was just getting ready to go home, but however I just saw a little bit more movement, so I just waited just a little bit more. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the first shot was not a good one, but I got a quick follow-up second shot. So, you know, these things happen sometimes. It was a good morning. I'm going to unfortunately end it on that bad one. And this is where I'm now going to collect those remaining 3 that I've just shot. And that'll be it for this session. Well, that was another fantastic morning on the squirrels. Managed to get 13, I think. Not only that, there's still squirrels which are running about within this woods. A lot of them running past the feeder, so I know that there's actually more squirrels to come and get. So I will be coming back again very soon because I still need to come and control more of these grey squirrels. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are interested, I do have a Patreon account where you can see behind the scenes content, exclusive content, things like that. A lot of things which you don't see on YouTube. Also, on my Patreon and through Instagram, you can contact me directly. I'm also selling these Born to Hunt beanies, so if you are interested in purchasing one of these, you can contact me that way. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I shall see you on the next one.